Before we build a circuit, before we use a resistor or a capacitor, we need to understand this. Everything in electronics starts with the atom. So what is an atom? Why does it matter in electronics? Well, an atom is the smallest building block of matter. It's everything around us. It's what everything is made of. Your phone, the tablet, even the air around you. Atoms have three basic parts. Protons, which are the positive charge, the neutrons, which have no charge, the electrons, which are the negative charge. At the center of the atom is the nucleus, which holds the protons and neutrons. Spinning around it, like planets around the sun, are the electrons. And for electronics, electrons are the star of this show. In electronics, we deal with electricity. Electricity is simply the movement of electrons from one atom to another. This movement is what powers your phone, lights up your screen, or even charges your battery. When we talk about current, voltage, or resistance, we're really talking about how electrons behave. And what are these three? Well, current is how many electrons move, while voltage is how much force pushes them, and resistance is how much the flow is slowed down. That's why understanding atoms, especially electrons, is essential. Electrons don't just float around randomly, they move in shells or energy levels. Each shell can only hold a certain number of electrons. When the outer shell is full, the atom is stable. But when it's not full, the atom can lose or gain electrons. This is how electric charge works. Lose an electron, you get a positive charge. Gain one, you get a negative charge. This movement of charges is the foundation of circuits. Different materials let electrons move more easily. Conductors and insulators, for example. Conductors like copper and gold have free electrons that move easily, while insulators like rubber or plastic hold onto electrons tightly. That's why we use copper for wires and rubber for insulation. It all comes down to how atoms are arranged and how their electrons behave. When atoms gain or lose electrons, they become ions. This means that they have an electric charge, either positive or negative. Ions are important in electronics too, especially in batteries where chemical reactions move ions to create current. So again, we go back to the atom. Changing it just a little can give us a useful flow of energy. Atoms make up everything. Their electrons are what move in a circuit. Electricity is really the flow of electrons. Materials that allow this flow are conductors. Materials that resist it are insulators. Batteries, LED, transistors, they all work because of how atoms and electrons behave. Understanding the atom means understanding the heart of electronics. The atom might be small, but its role in electronics is massive. So next time you see a blinking LED or a phone charging, just remember it's all thanks to the electrons dancing from atom to atom.